It's always the same for everybody, because the digital voice is not the same as the real voice, because your real voice resonates throughout your body, and when you hear the digital voice, it doesn't have the depth of feeling that your real voice has. Because when you speak, you hear yourself from the outside and the inside. But when you hear a recording, it's only from the outside. So it's not exactly the same.
I don't hope that it is better than
Mm. Mm.
I listen in records because
Yeah, well, I had the same problem. I never liked the sound of my own voice, but your voice is a tool, and you have to learn to use it properly. It's an instrument. It's you have to tune it correctly. You have to um like I was listening to an interview with a presenter on the radio. It was some famous presenter, and he was talking about how when he went to learn how to do broadcasting for radio, he learned how to speak properly, how to enunciate clearly, how to make a sentence more interesting by emphasizing the special words in the sentence, by changing rhythm and tone and intonation and putting feeling into what they do. So nobody is ever really comfortable with the sound of their own voice, but you can work on it and make it better. I, it's a classic thing. You ask any singer, do you like the sound of your own voice? They say no. Right? Even the greatest singers don't like the sound of their own voice. Like Pavarotti never liked the sound of his own voice. Freddie Mercury never liked the sound of his own voice. Elton John never liked the sound of his own voice. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so you have the same problems as Pavarotti, basically. And Elton John, we're not sure about. Yeah. So it's yeah, I understand that with people, because I was exactly the same. Um, I really hated the sound of my own voice. I hated speaking in front of a camera and doing all those things, and I had to train myself doing it hundreds of times to get used to it. And finally now, at the age of 40, I I am a little bit more comfortable with it. But it has taken like 20 years of work to do it. So I understand that. There's also a great lesson you can learn from listening to yourself. Very often we don't want to listen to ourselves because we're afraid. But what are we afraid of? Because we haven't done anything yet. Right? Oh, I'm afraid of listening to it, but you haven't done it yet. So what is the fear really? You haven't even begun the process of it. So what is the fear really? And it's not the sound of your voice, right, that you're afraid of. It's that you might say something that you might at a later point disagree with or have a different opinion. But that's just life, right? Because we all have opinions or ideas and speak them and then get new information and then have to change. Yeah. So it's about being comfortable with understanding that we change. I think that's what's behind this. Yeah. As if people are like, oh my god, I look terrible on camera. Well, like none of your friends think you look terrible, right? So what is it?